12 artichoke benefits that could transform your health before it's too late. What if one of the most elegant foods in the kitchen was also one of the most powerful, and almost nobody was really using it well? Artichokes have that strange dual identity. On one side, they seem sophisticated, almost exclusive. On the other, they sit ignored in many kitchens, as if they were too complicated, too inconvenient, or simply unnecessary. And that is exactly where the mistake begins. Because behind that unusual shape and distinctive flavor, there is something much more important: a combination of fiber, plant compounds, and micronutrients that can influence your digestion, your energy, your metabolism, and even the way you eat every day. The unsettling part is not that artichokes are healthy. The unsettling part is that you have probably been underestimating them for years without realizing it. Artichokes are not flashy foods at first glance. They do not promise miracles. They do not scream that they will change your life in a week. But they have something far more valuable: biological consistency. They work through accumulation. And that makes them a powerful tool for anyone who understands that health is not built in a day, but through small decisions repeated over time. Today, we are going to uncover 12 real benefits of artichokes. And I will tell you this right now: some of them are obvious, but others can completely change the way you see this food. The first benefit is satiety. And even though that sounds simple, it is one of the most underestimated keys in nutrition. Artichokes are high in fiber and low in calories, which means they can help you feel full without overloading your body. That has a direct effect on the way you eat. When you feel satisfied, you make better choices. When you do not, your brain goes into survival mode and starts looking for whatever is fastest, sweetest, and easiest. Artichokes, quietly and without drama, can help interrupt that cycle. The second benefit is that they improve the quality of your diet almost without you noticing. When you add artichokes to your meals, you are pushing out less helpful foods. Fewer fried sides, fewer heavy sauces, fewer ultra-processed products. And here is the key: many times, you do not need to add more healthy things. You need to remove the things that are hurting you. Artichokes do exactly that. They improve the environment of the plate. The third benefit moves into deeper territory: blood sugar control. Artichokes contain inulin, a type of fiber that is not digested in the usual way and can help glucose be released more gradually. That may contribute to avoiding sharp blood sugar spikes, especially when artichokes are part of a balanced eating pattern. They are not medication. They are not a cure, but they are a strategic piece in the metabolic puzzle. The fourth benefit is in the gut. This is where the artichoke starts to show its real intelligence. The inulin it contains does not just influence blood sugar. It also feeds beneficial bacteria in the colon. That supports a healthier microbiome, and a healthier microbiome affects digestion, nutrient absorption, and even general well-being. You are not just eating food. You are feeding an entire internal system. And right there, the fifth benefit begins to show up: better digestion. Traditionally, artichokes have been associated with lighter digestion, especially after heavier meals. Their connection to bile production makes them an interesting ally for processing fats more efficiently. It is not magic, but it can help you feel less heavy after eating. Now we come to the sixth benefit, one that always gets attention: cholesterol. Artichoke extract has been studied for its effect on cholesterol levels, with promising results in some cases. But this is where honesty matters. The strongest effects have often been seen with concentrated extracts, not necessarily from occasional culinary servings alone. What does that mean? It means artichokes can be part of a strategy to improve lipid balance, but they do not replace treatment or good habits. The difference between truth and exaggeration matters. The seventh benefit is related to the heart. Their fiber and potassium content make artichokes a smart ally inside a heart-supportive diet. Not because they perform miracles, but because they contribute in the right direction. And when it comes to the heart, that is what really matters: adding small advantages consistently. The eighth benefit has to do with antioxidants. Artichokes contain plant compounds that help fight oxidative stress. That process is linked to cellular aging and gradual wear in the body. You will not feel it in one day, but it is part of the accumulated damage that makes a difference over time. And here again, artichokes play the long game. The ninth benefit is digestive regularity. Thanks to their fiber content, they can help support more stable bowel movements. And that matters more than people think. A calmer digestive system does not just improve comfort. It also helps create a more balanced internal environment. The 10th benefit is versatility. It may sound less exciting, but it is not. A healthy food you cannot realistically include in your life is not very useful. Artichokes can be steamed, roasted, added to salads, folded into stews, mixed into rice dishes, or served stuffed. That makes them sustainable. And sustainability is what turns a good idea into a real habit. Benefit number 11 is that they force you to think about what you eat. This is not automatic food. It is not rip open and consume food. It is a food that reconnects you with preparation, with cooking, with the process itself. And that simple fact changes your relationship with eating. It makes you more conscious, more selective, more strategic. And finally, benefit number 12, the most powerful of all. Artichokes can help rebuild a more intelligent way of eating. Because that is the real problem today. It is not a lack of information. It is an excessive noise. Too many quick fixes, too many false promises, too many shortcuts. Artichokes do not compete in that game. They invite you back to the basics. Back to what works. Back to what can actually be repeated. But we also need to talk about the other side. Artichokes are not perfect for everyone. They can cause gas or bloating in some people because of their fiber. Their potassium content requires caution in certain situations. And in some digestive or biliary conditions, it is better to moderate intake or talk to a professional. That does not make them bad. It makes them real. And real nutrition always has nuance. So after all this, the question changes. It is no longer whether artichokes are healthy. The real question is, why are you not using them more? Because the truth is this. Most people look for complicated solutions to simple problems. And meanwhile, foods like the artichoke keep waiting quietly, without noise, without marketing, but with a very real ability to improve the quality of what you eat. So maybe next time you see one, you will not ignore it. Maybe it is exactly the kind of food that does not impress at first glance, but over time can make a bigger difference than you ever expected. If this video made you see artichokes differently, give it a like, share it with someone who still underestimates them, and tell me in the comments how you prefer them, steamed, roasted, in a salad, or stuffed. I will be reading you below.